please. As a reminder, if you would like a question, click the raise hand button and I will call on you. So we'll go ahead and get started. The first question will go to Nick Hudak of Columbus Crew 2. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, coach. First off, good performance on the day. So 2 of your players made their first team debuts last night, Jason and Mohammed, both of which are leading in the league in goals and assists respectively. Can you talk a little bit about their progress this season and overall the goal of just developing your players into the best professionals they can be?
Yeah, no, we really happy for the guys. They really deserve it. And I think personally, I mean, I'm not the only one. I think that it's only the beginning for those 2. And as long as they keep putting the work and be receptive and humble, only good, sky's the limit for those guys. And we think and we want to believe that there's a couple of guys that are just right there too soon.
Thank you, Laurent. For our next question, we'll go to Devin Weisbarth, followed by Jerald Lucas. Go ahead, Devin.
Congrats on the win, coach. You have scored 11 goals in your past 2 games. Can you kind of talk about what's been clicking for you guys offensively to kind of allow those goals that you guys are scoring?
We have Daniel who joined us. He's an individual coach. He ran a few finishing drill, and since he arrived, we scored 11 goals. It's magic.
Next, we'll go to Jerald Lucas.
Congrats on the win today, coach.
Thank you, Jerald.
We've been on this road already this year, going with the win streak that we have now. You guys have started the new one since losing to Rochester. What's the message that you give to the team to keep it up?
That Rochester plays to beat us. We train and compete to develop them, the individual and have a collective identity. Rochester just want to win the league, and they do what they have to do to win games. So we know. So can we make the adjustment and see how they were able to punish us last time and still being ourselves, but just to be a little bit aware of the type of audience that we have in front of us.
Next, we'll go to Stuart Mason, followed by Mara Swift, and then back to Nick Hudak.
Oh, I'm sorry, Coach. I fell asleep there. Congratulations on the win. How did that layoff for you guys help? I mean, you had 10 days to kind of prepare. That really had to help.
Yeah, it's never easy. You always worry that you lose the rhythm. Then you train a bunch and you feel that we train too much. My answer is always no. We need it, we want it, so let's do more than not enough. But the guys were fresh and no, they make the game easy pretty early. And I don't think I'm disappointed the way we can see it a little bit at the end, especially for Schulte that has to make the 4 1v1 saves with the type of dominance and control. We shouldn't have to expose ourselves to those situations, but no, credit to the guys. They really perform well.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Nick Hudak, followed by Mara Swift.
Coach, looking at Orlando, their previous match when they played New England, they played a back 5 and they switched to a back 4 for this game. What did you see from that early on, and how did you feel that played to your advantage, especially in the first half, if anything?
Yeah, we were aware that lately the Orlando team was alternating or not completely shifting to this formation. So we were not surprised, but either way, whether they play with the back 4, they have a tendency to set up their midfielder the same way. So either way, like I said, we always gonna give them upside help with the opposition that we're gonna face. Really, it's gonna be about can we do what we do better and repeat. And from there, we know that there will be a pretty good spot, independently of how good the opponent can be or else.
Next up, we'll go to Mara, and then final two questions will go to Devin and to Jerald.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
For the players you have, Schulte, Alex, Isaiah, Sean, all the players from the first team, when they come down to play, can you talk about the performance and maybe like the drive that they have to be down here and maybe better themselves for the first team?
Well, they're assets of the club. They're young players. They know that the club believe in us and this platform and this platform is completely built to introduce young players and discovery players and add the 2-3 young players from the MLS roster that need the games to become a little bit closer from themselves. So their mentality is really hungry all the time and willing to help because they have an experience to share with the younger guys and today they perform really well and really pleased with all of them.
Next we'll go to Devin, and the final question will be Jerald.
So you've only conceded one goal in the last 5 halves of playing. Can you kind of talk about what changes you kind of made and what's kind of helped the defense lower the amount of goals that they've conceded, including a clean sheet last game?
I think the more you're able to attack in a good spot, the less you're going to have to be exposed defensively. By that, when the ball is lost, whether you're able to create chances or not, and there's a way to minimize the turnovers. We so far doing a good job, but like I said, I repeat that Schulte had to make 4 1v1 saves today. So are we really that good? So I'm not sure. What we do know is there's a way that we want to defend the attack, and at some point we're gonna have to be exposed with some turnovers and crisis defending, and we're gonna have to deal with that. This is what Schulte did today. But we like to control a little bit more and not having the opposition to arrive in those situations. So, but credit to the guys, we were able to not concede much. Yes.
And for final question, we'll go to Jerald.
Coach, you guys went into halftime up 4-0. What was the message on trying to keep the team from being complacent coming out to a second half where we saw Orlando came off a little aggressive off the kickoff?
Yeah, you know that the opposition is going to come way more excited or pumped and willing to change things. And possibly for what the coach said. Also on our side, what we said was he can either turn to 2 or 3 more goals if we stay disciplined and humble, or if we start thinking about scoring our own goal or be a little bit too casual. Now they're gonna have chances. So I guess a little bit of both happened. Sorry. A little bit of both happened, and it's also natural. It was really hard. The opposition pushed hard. We made a lot of subs. So as long as we're aware, it's okay to, we don't expect everybody to be perfect. I make mistakes every day, but as long as we're aware of what's going on, we're good, and we'll try to readjust.
That's going to conclude the segment with Crew 2 head coach Laurent Courtois. Next, we'll have a player.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Hello, everyone. We're now joined by goalkeeper Patrick Schulte. As a reminder, if you would like a question, click the raise hand button and we'll call on you. Everyone should have the ability to record. If you need it and don't have it, feel free to send me a message and I'll go ahead and grant you that. For our first question, we'll go to Devin Weisbarth, followed by Jerald Lucas. Go ahead, Devin.
Hey, Patrick, congrats on the win. How is it that you guys have only conceded 1 goal in the last 2 games? How big of a part has your defense and stuff played in that, and how does it feel to have that good of a defense in front of you to help kind of prevent goals like that from happening?
Yeah, no, it's been a blessing, obviously, to have one of the best defenses in the league. Makes, my job a whole lot easier and our job a whole lot easier as a team. Obviously, when you don't concede goals, it's hard to lose. So it's been very helpful to have this good of a defense in front of us. And, obviously, from my standpoint, that's one too many goals in the last 2 games, but, I'll take 2 wins in the last 2 games, definitely.
Next, we'll go to Jerald Lucas, followed by Nick Hudak.
Congrats on the win today, Patrick. You're sitting second with clean sheets this year. Take us through that one goal that you did was conceded. It looked like from up here that your vision was obstructed. What were you seeing down there?
Yeah, it was, the guy was running down the right wing or left wing, cut in, and, I had a couple defenders in my way, blocking my vision. And yeah, snuck in far post. But I'll go back, look at video and, see what I can do better for next time.
Next, we'll go to Nick Hudak.
Hey, Patrick. First of all, great performance on the day. Again, like Jerald talked about, second in the league on clean sheets this season. But what can you say overall about the play, that you've been able to contribute this season to kind of lead to that?
Yeah, it's, every day in practice, just trying to get my best foot forward. So when match day comes, I'm ready. And, the clean sheets isn't just me, it's the whole team. Starting from our forward down to our defense, sometimes I have to make the save and I just got to be ready for it. And that's my job. But, a lot of the times they save me from a lot. They block shots, clear stuff off the line. But yeah, it starts every day in practice and just growing a bond with these guys so they can trust me and I can trust them.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Mara Swift, followed by Stuart Mason.
Hi, Patrick. You had a great game today, first of all. Second, since the last time you guys played Rochester, it was a rough game. Did that inspire any changes of mentality, whether it be like coming together as a team or just the drive you have going forward, that allowed for this kind of enclave of like huge differentials in scoring that you guys have been able to do?
Yeah, no, definitely. It was a good reality check. We won 7 or 8 in a row. And then a team like that comes in and smacks us 4-0 at home. Definitely kind of just sets a reminder that, we got more work to do. We got to be more hungry, more clinical, and, better on the defensive end. And definitely in the last 2 games, we've come out with a better mentality, and I think our play shows on the field. But we get our rematch this weekend. We got a lot more work to go with the rest of the season, and it's only the middle of the season. Our goal is to win a championship. So yeah.
Next, we'll go to Stu Mason, and we'll close with Nick Hudak.
Hi, Patrick. How you doing?
Good, yourself?
I'm doing great. Hey, I wanted to ask you, what is it like playing on a team like this where you guys have so much offensive arsenal? I mean, all you have to do is stop a few shots, but you're going to get up several goals.
No, it's a blast, honestly. Sometimes you get to sit back there and watch our front 6 go to work. It's very entertaining, to be honest. You never know where their goals are going to come from. Obviously, Jason, is going to get 1 a game, but no, it's very exciting, and obviously makes my job a whole lot easier, a whole lot stressful, knowing that even if I give up 1, which I don't like to do, but even if I do, I know that we can come back and go score 3 or 4.
And our final question will be Nick Hudak.
So, Patrick, you guys are top of the league this year, and just watching you guys play, you play so free and insanely well as a unit. But specifically for you, how comfortable do you feel playing for this team and just Crew 2 overall?
Oh, it's a blast. Just it lets me, the whole team, in general, we just get to go out there and, be ourselves. And Laurent does a really good job of just letting us express our freedom. And, especially me in the back, he's got a style of play that he wants to play. And for me, I enjoy that a lot. Each and every game, he tells me, go out there, be yourself, and tells the team that as well. So, working under him, he lets just the whole team just be free, be ourselves, express, going at someone 1v1. defenders, just go get stuck in and, win the challenges and build out the back. So kind of starts with him and then just trickles down to the team. So, but it's a blast just to go out there and be yourself.
All right, everyone, it's going to conclude today's media availability. Thank you for joining us. If you want to stick around for the Eagles game, you're more than welcome to do so. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thanks, Patrick.